Shalom, people, and welcome to King David Ministry. I hope you're all doing okay, to Jew and Gentile, to the law keepers, and to the ones who are going to come and serve the living Creator, man. You understand? Because we've all gone through a transition, man, and this is the end times, and some people are going to come and serve the Creator, man. Shalom, everybody, welcome to King David Ministry. Can you please like, share, subscribe, and click the bell to receive all latest content. What you're looking at is the Love, Peace, Save, Love sign. It's a sign from King David Ministries, the national symbol, in order to encourage the wicked will governments to put their weapons down to love, peace, save lives. There's too much war and bloodshed going on in the world, man, and it's unnecessary. It could be stopped. All right, so let's do a recap. COINTELPRO. This is the operation from the FBI, the prevention of a black messiah. Okay, Google these things in your own time. H1961, if you Google this, yeah, Strong's Concordance, yeah, you'll find the creator's name. Yeah, when they took our writings over and took us into captivity, they tampered with our writings. So they replaced Higher with Lord or God. So Higher is Paleo Hebrew, and that's what would have been there originally. I'm a descendant of the Jacobites. The etymology of this is sons of Jacob, yeah, sons of Isaac. Sorry, Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, sorry. Webster's 1828 dictionary definition of what an American is. The copper-coloured crowns found there by the Europeans. They have their Remembrance Day, so let's have ours. Massacres of the Jews, 1391. Expulsion of the Jews in 1492 by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. People who follow the living Creator, I'd like to encourage you to read the law, read the Psalms, read the Old Testament, not the New Testament. Rejected the Messiah, their Messiah, JC, the false Messiah, which is made up. Pray, regular, fast, and call upon Higher. You'll find his name in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, where he gives the name, I am. But in Paleo Hebrew, that translates to higher. Okay, higher, once, I am, higher. Okay, so just once. But if it says I am, then it's higher, twice. I am that I am. He who causes to become. You understand? The Creator, the one and only. He's not a God. He's a Creator. There's a difference. Higher. So, Google straw man, because they're trying to make out that we didn't see. And it done it. But we're very much alive, willing and able to handle our states ourselves. With the true nobles and sovereigns, the so-called black man and woman, and the confusion of face. Not all black people are the same. Not all skin folk are kinfolk. Just like not all white people are the same as well, man. Iberians, we ruled Spain and Portugal for 600-700 years, man. We were the Iberians, Spain and Portugal. America is part of the Holy Lands. It was on the old maps, it was called India Superior. We've all been reincarnated, and reincarnation was taken out of the scriptures by the Romans on the reincarnation of David, King of Israel. Who could you be? Justice for Sandra Massey, Robert Brooks, Georgie Neely, George Floyd, Chris Kaba, and many other cases where they practice societal racism, because these are the children of the Crusaders who took us over, the bloody Crusades, man. They came into the Holy Lands, they raped, robbed and murdered us, and they're still doing it to this very day. Okay, on my birthday last year, in 2024, there was a solar eclipse. This was a revealing of the Most High's. Sorry, this was a revealing of the Most High, anointed one. So I have to put the charge on. Myself, or when I was 11 years old, I had a dream. I took to an amazing palace, said that one day you're going to be king, man. Okay. Continuing the recap. Right. We are the true nobles and sovereigns. I told you about the anointing. Ashkenazi are Japheth. If you want to check in Genesis chapter 10, verses 2-5, they are committing identity theft against the real Hebrew Israelites, who are me and my people, the so-called black man and woman, but not all, but some. Okay, we are the Afro-Asiatics who are Shemitic. Okay, Christopher Columbus brought a Paleo Hebrew Aramaic speaking interpreter called Louis de Torres Okay, he was a Hebrew Israelite, man. And he was forced into Christianity like a lot of my family were, like we were. And there was Christopher Columbus knew there was obviously tribes there already, so America wasn't on uncharted lands. I think that's almost it now. The earth is flat, as the Bible states. NASA, never any straight answer. The Antarctic Treaty, look at the old maps also. Google the Antarctic Treaty, look at the old maps. Look at the United Nations logo. It's a flat earth map. They're mocking you in plain sight. Children of the Crusaders took us over. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's read, man. Let's start with the law. We are the law keepers. We follow the 613 commandments of the law. It was not done away with. What they're trying to make out that JC died for your sins and the law's done away with. No, incorrect. JC is false, man. The Romans and the Visigoths, man, brought JC to you. If they want to serve him, follow him, that's up to them, but we don't. We follow the living creator higher, and we acknowledge myself, David, King of Israel, man, as a Messiah, man, you understand? Kohanim and Levites. The Kohanim shall put on priestly vestments for the service. Exodus 28 verse 2. Not to tear the high Kohanim's robe. Exodus 28 verse 32. That the Kohen shall not enter the sanctuary at all times, i.e. at times when he is not performing service. Leviticus 16 verse 2. That the ordinary Kohen shall not defile himself by contact with the dead, other than immediate relatives. Leviticus 21 verses 1 to 3. That the Kohen defile themselves for their deceased relatives, attending their burial, and mourn for them like other Israelites who are commanded to mourn for their relatives. Leviticus 21 verse 3. That the Kohen defile themselves. Yeah, okay, that's law reading done, people, man. Yeah. Now we're going to read the Psalms. Let's go over the Psalms. Psalms 40. Psalms 40. You alright, Dan? You alright? You sound low. Psalms 40. I'm going to shut that too just for a second, Danny. Alright, I'll be almost done now. Almost done now, okay. Psalms 40 verses, starting with verse 1. I have waited for hire, and he stooped towards me and heard my cry. He drew me out of the pit of destruction, out of the mud of the swamp, the mud flood. It's not that, but you could say that, like. He set my feet on a crag. He made firm my steps, and he brought a new song into my mouth, and a hymn to our power. Many shall look in awe and trust in higher. Happy the man is who makes higher his trust and turns not to idolatry, or to those who stray after falsehood. How numerous have you made a higher, cheeky, my power, your wondrous deeds, and your plans for us. There is none to equal you. Should I wish to declare or to tell them, they should be too many to recount. The Most High is truly amazing, yeah. And I want to just do one thing right now, man, is give thanks, praise, honour and glory to the living creator higher, man, in the presence of all the people of the whole world, man. I want you to all know how amazing our creator is, man. And I'll boast in the creator all day long in his kindness, man. He gives you the gift of life, man. And I want to acknowledge him and say, you know what, Most High, I might not be perfect, I might not get everything right, but I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best, man, to serve you, Father. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go to this book now. African Europeans by Olivet Atali. I want to read a little snippet from this book. It's got some good drop in it. I don't agree with everything it says, because my research shows that we're not from Africa. It shows that we're from the Americas. Okay, so I'm on page 51. So where it says Muslim, it could possibly mean byword for Israelite, but they're also going to be Jews as well. But the Muslims were fighting over our lands, yeah, with the Paleo tribes, man. So Muslim occupation of the Iberian Peninsula, that's where me and my people was ruling from, where we got kicked out of in 1492 by Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, led to wars that lasted from 718 to 1492. That's when we got kicked out. The period of the Reconquista, characterized by Christian attempts to reclaim what they saw as their territories. Yeah, what you thought as your territories was not your territories, man. You came in with your Papa Balls and the Christian Crusades, man, to rape, rob and murder us, man. And now it's been that long since we got took over. Our people have forgotten what's happened, man, and how we got into the state that we're in today, man. You understand? But I'm reminding you all, man, that we are prisoners of war, man, and we are the true nobles and sovereigns, and they're trying to make it we're dead and at sea with a straw, man. Christian attempts to reclaim what they saw as their territories result in complex narratives, and you know that they whitewashed all of our stuff, man. I showed you the scholarly back to ministry I have, and there's other people out there also bringing forth work as well of collaboration, war and conversion in order to fight efficiently against the last Muslim kingdom, Granada, led by Imam Muhammad VII, or Boab, I can't pronounce that word, forgive me, here. The kingdoms of Aragon and Castile were united in 1469 through the marriage of Isabella and Ferdinand Grand. That's the ones who kicked us out. Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, man, they kicked us out in 1492, man. Granada was reclaimed in 1492. The period that followed, this is the Paleotribes coming in, followed saw a brutal inquisition which was aimed at forcing Muslims to convert to Christianity. Like, what are you forcing us for, man? What are you forcing people for? You know what I'm saying? The Muslims and the Jews, man. Why are you forcing us into Christianity, man? You know what I'm saying? Christianity is bad. Inhabitants of Granada who had Jewish and Moorish ancestry, that's my people. Moorish means black in etymology. Jewish, ish. No, not the ish, man, but the Jews, man. We are the Jews, man, from Spain and Portugal. Look, there were ancestors who were driven out or executed, man. We were driven out or executed. The massacres of the Jews, man, 1391. You understand? Expulsion of the Jews, 1492, man. That's me and my people, man. By the time of the scholar and the poet Juan Latino was born, the relationship between North Africa, Spain and Portugal was based on mistrust and violence, yeah, against me and my people, man. Muslim influence in Europe had been widely studied, but often in terms of knowledge exchange and in relation to crusades. Cedric J. Robinson has contended that. I'm not going to continue reading, just wanted to show you that, man. Very interesting. We are the true nobles and sovereigns, man. Good book. Alright, let's quickly read from this book now. The Secret History of Human Resets, man. The Great Mud Flood of 1834, the 1587 plasma event, the biblical flood, and other historical reset theories by Danny Davis, man. Let's check it out, man. Come Danny, let's go, man. See what I go on. Page 364. Oh, sorry, 365. Just going to read a little snippet from this book. We're going to be reading from this quite regular, and other books as well. Got some of the really good books I'll be reading, man. So, forgive me if you can't see too well. If you zoom in best you can, I can only do this. I can't read it, I have to do that so I can read it as well, sorry, forgive me. Will the reset look similar to the rapture as described by, no, let's go here, 364. So perhaps the big Masonic reveal is we don't build the old style arches, obelisks, columns, or enormous stone and brick wondrous buildings for a reason, because we suffered a mud flood, and these buildings with archaeological features hold that secret within plain sight. Look how all these buildings with these features are half buried. But what is the Freemasons' system of mortality? Do they have a list of right and wrong like Christian church? Likely not. Their moral depends on what time it is, how far away from the least reset we are. It's a planetary system, just like the planets rule each day of the week. A planet may rule a particular span of time between resets. Each generation within a reset is guided to act in a certain way depending on whether they are first, second, third, or fourth generation after the reset. The Great Generation was led through a war, boomers, and led through peak economic times. Generation X conservatives were indoctrinated in liberalizationism for open borders or for liberal to limit urban sprawl and build defense city centers. Millennials, like the days of the week, millennials in Zoomers, are also molded to have a different character and experience different world events. Just like the days of the week, each generation is ruled by a planet and a character governing their time. Freemasons indoctrinate each group with a belief system that will support a particular series of events and agenda. Freemasons love to polarize people and have a dichotomy between right and left, just like their pillars, Jachin and Boaz. As soon as you think you've figured out the political system, they switch up the entire dialogue for the next generation. Yes, they switch it up. The guys behind closed doors coordinating as a group in a secret way from us within their closed tiled lodge. And that's what I'm talking about as well with to do with they're hiding so many things. The Freemasons, the ones at the top control the narrative. Like I said, they're not all bad, but some of the ones at the top are, man. And that's the ones who are lying to you about, they're like, how the earth is and that. Like these Freemasons here, man, you understand? And they communicate with hands and that, man, hand signs and that, man. And there's all people of all nations and all walks of life are part of Freemasonry, man. You have to act in a certain way, man. You understand? It's a part of a brotherhood, and if they sexually abuse children, like in my case, the Jehovah's Witnesses, and then also the Royal Mail, the Freemasons, part of those groups, are going to try and protect one another. But the thing is that they're forgetting is, I have the Creator with me on my side, man. Understand? He rocks with me, man. He's against you. He's for me. So I'm trying to show you that I know about a lot of things, man. So yeah. All the reset looks similar to the Rapture. So I'm not going to read any more of that. I just wanted to show you about the Freemasons, how they're behind hiding of the mud flood. And if you look at some of the old buildings, you'll start to open your mind and say, like, you know what, he's right. Some of them old buildings, man, it's like they're buried at half, man. Like something happened, understand? And look at these towers, man. Did these towers actually function as Tesla towers? So the Tower of Jules, San Francisco, 1915 World's Fair. So they're telling us it's just like a tower, but like back in the day, man, in Tartaria and that, man. What if it was just like collecting energy from the ether, from the air? And that's what they were, man. Like the Eiffel Tower as well, man. You understand? We're gonna read some more of this, man. We're gonna read some more of this another time. Good book. Right. I just wanted to quickly read this book here by Eric DeBar, The Flat Earth Conspiracy. But it's no conspiracy because the Bible also backs up a flat plane as well, man. So the South Pole does not exist. In a flat Earth model of the cosmos, the North Pole is the immovable centre of the world and the entire universe. Polaris, the North Star, sits straight over the North Pole at the highest point in the heavens and is like a slowly rotating planetarium dome. All the celestial bodies revolve around Polaris and over the Earth once per day. The Sun cycles over and around the circumference of Earth every 24 hours, steadily travelling each day from the equator during the March vernal equinox up to the Tropic of Cancer at the June summer solstice, back down to the equator for September autumn equinox, and all the way down to the Tropic of Capricorn on December winter solstice. But yeah, man, as you can see, you got the North Pole in the middle and then the Antarctica around the edge, okay, and then other lands, okay, they're hiding. You alright, Danny? I can't be long because I've got to go and help out, man. You okay, my boy? To really quickly show you this as well, man. From this book, The Barbarians, Everyday Life of the Barbarians, Goth, Franks and Vandals, the Pale tribes who took the Romans over, took us over. Okay, they merged with the Romans in the end anyway, man. just on page 5. Okay, it's talking about how the Romans viewed them. So presenting the Germans as a savage and implacable foe of the Roman state by emphasising the savagery and power of the German warriors, he underlined his own service to the state. Okay, I'm coming now. Okay, people. Yo, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, we're gonna read this another time. Okay, we're gonna read this another time, man. I just some of the things I wanted to bring out, but I'll bring it out another time. Just like that one, man. Spaniards, man, like this one. What? King of Portugal. Black like a Spaniard, man. Black like a Spaniard. Anyway, people, till next time. Much love and respect. Yeah, I gotta go. Till next time, shut in and peace.